Hey everybody, this is GGB and co-host Bupper. Say hi, Bup. Bup hasn't been in the last few videos. She's excited to be back. Yes, she's Bup. Are you excited to be back? She says yes. So there were 4 games that went on yesterday between ranked teams. 5 ranked teams played yesterday. So let's get into it. The Notre Dame Virginia game, Northwestern Ohio State game, and Louisville Wake Forest game all went the way most of the point spread said they would have. Ohio State dominated a Northwestern team that looked pretty good to start out the season and has really fallen behind in the Big Ten playoff little rankings. And if they really want to have hope for some March Madness, I don't know. They really have to get their butts in gear, though, because while they started out the year well with a win over Michigan State, it has not been going well for the Wildcats since. And then Louisville beat Wake Forest like most people expected it to, although it was a closer game than I personally thought it was going to be. 8 o'clock. This was the upset of the day, and I was kind of disappointed by it. It made me kind of sad. I don't know if anyone else was sad. I guess no one else was sad except for me. But at 8 o'clock, number 15 Texas Tech traveled to number 4 Texas, and this was Texas's chance. They'd beaten West Virginia. They'd beaten Kansas. Haven't played Baylor yet to prove that part of it. This was kind of like a revenge tour, right? These are the teams that normally beat up on Texas. So, this was supposed to be a revenge tour for Texas. Beat the teams that always beat up on you. I thought Texas had a good shot at doing it. I didn't think that highly of Texas Tech, if you can believe it. It's really changed my idea of them. Texas Tech kept the game close for most of the game, although Texas took a 10-point lead at one point. Texas Tech fought their way back, and in the final few seconds, they hit a game-winning shot, and that was the end for the poor Longhorns. And I know it's only their second loss of the season, but it really disappointed me. I thought they had a good shot of winning the Big 12 this year, and this was supposed to be a revenge game for them. Texas Tech is not the normal Texas Tech that we all know this year, and this was their chance to beat Texas Tech. It's been a while since they beat Texas Tech. And I thought this was their chance, but fortunately it was not. But that still leaves me at 1.5 points. But I'm guaranteed to get half a point at the very least today and tomorrow, which means at the very least I'll have 2.5 points. So today, personally, there's only one ranked game with a ranked opponent in it, and I don't think it's gonna happen. Upset's not happening today, but I have to pick it regardless. So let me explain the possibilities. So, as many of you know, Gonzaga is one of the best basketball teams in the country right now, playing some really great basketball. 12-0 with a win over a very good Iowa team. I'm still looking forward to if they get to reschedule it. A Gonzaga-Baylor game would be absolutely phenomenal. But right now, they're sitting at the one team undefeated. It's going to be hard to go through a season undefeated, but if there's any team in the NCAA that has a chance, real chance, it's got to be Gonzaga. Well, Baylor and I think Michigan are both very, very good basketball teams right now. The fact is, Michigan has to go through a gauntlet in the Big Ten, and same thing with Baylor going through the Big 12. Still have to play Kansas a couple times, Texas Tech, West Virginia, Oklahoma State, Oklahoma, Texas, not to mention. So they have to go through some tough teams, and not to mention the Big Ten, where there's like 12 different teams you could lose to. That just is excluding Nebraska. That's the... but Gonzaga has the best chance. You only have to go through BYU, which is the only really tough team. And they really proved they were way better than BYU. I thought San Francisco and Pepperdine both took very good steps last year. Good steps in their production. They both made it to the semifinals. And dang, if the San Francisco Dons didn't keep it extremely close with the Gonzaga Bulldogs, and the same thing can be said about Pepperdine and what they did to BYU. So I really had high hopes for them entering the year, and Pepperdine has really let me down. San Francisco not as much, but Pepperdine has really let me down this year. 4-5 record. No, I'm not saying they should typically win this game, but they should keep it close if they really want to turn the corner as a program. 26.5 point favorites. Pepperdine. But I have to pick them. I have to hope that Pepperdine pulls off possibly the biggest upset of the year. And beat Gonzaga, and that's what I have to hope for. I mean, at least for me, luckily for me, it's 2 straight days with an upset. Maybe it goes on a streak of third day if you didn't remember. Virginia Tech beat Duke on Tuesday, but also Kansas beat Oklahoma State on Tuesday. Oklahoma State beat Kansas in a shocking upset. I don't think many people expected it to happen. And then yesterday, Texas Tech upset number 4 Texas. So hopefully we'll get another huge upset to keep the streak alive, giving me 1.5 points and saving me from any fear of that prank I might have to do. But hey everybody, this is GGB, Cole's Pepper saying adios amigos, and go Pepperdine.